the Wes Williams Stick to Your Vision book, I was really excited about the book because I thought he had a great message and a great story to tell.
The course is called Transitions 4, and what it's designed to do is to provide some academic supports as well as personal supports to the students who are transitioning into the ALP program.
I shared it with a lot of people, one being the faculty member here who teaches the Transition 4 class, and she decided to borrow it and read it and was so impressed with his message and thought it was so relevant for our learners that she thought it would be an appropriate resource to use here in the classroom. So that's how it basically got started. I thought, I could relate to his stories. I thought he told it in a very simple way but get a strong message across.
He puts his own story in there and his story of how he got to where he is.
And he says, here's some tips, here's some strategies that I've used to deal with it. You might have to adapt them for you, but here's what got me through.
Anybody could read that book and find the parallels to their own life. I can see his struggle through mine.
Everyone does have issues in life. You don't get where you want to go just like that.
Chapter 15, Building Your Team. I can't stress enough the importance of surrounding yourself with energy that supports your goals. Kanye West.
You have to set a vision for yourself. You have to have a place that you want to go, and then you have to do the hard work. That's the operation piece of making it happen.
I really love his message of if you want something, you're in control of it and you're the one who has to go after it and work for it.
I realized at one point in my life that it was like I had to make a change, a big change, and doing that was I had to take risks, and part of the book was taking risks.
My favorite part was when he said, you always have to put one step forward. You're not going to get anywhere without trying.
I've given up plenty of times, and I now have a 3-year-old daughter, and I'm a single mom, and that is my whole life right there. And for me to give up now is like giving up on her.
And if I stick to my agendas and I stick to my work, I'll definitely make it through.
So that's what I keep telling myself every day. I can do it, and I write a message in my mirror every day. I'm going to do it today, and I see that every morning.
It's why I'm still going, right? It's why I'm still with the ALP and, continuing, because I can do this.
Even though life's gonna throw things at you, you just have to keep going. If you stop, you're gonna stay where you are.
It really helps you if you're down. You pick up the book and it pushes you forward. He's really open and down to earth, and it makes you feel like anyone can do anything.
I read the book to the students as a class, and then we talk about what was said in the chapter and kind of how we feel about it, what our opinions of it are, and what our experiences has been with it.
Nancy Goose Hour. Nancy, she was like a little Mother Goose reading to all of us, and so I called it Nancy Goose Hour, and it was a lot of fun because we'd stop and kind of talk through the book, and then we would, write in our vision books and sometimes share our experiences and things that we went through.
I really liked doing the activities from the book. I mean, it really helped you understand what he was saying.
Each student, when they start my course, are given their own journal, and we call it our vision book. And after we read the chapter, we all write in our vision book, our journal. And then really what I love the most about doing that is the discussion that happens afterwards. There's a chapter on self-confidence that we read, and the importance of having self-confidence and in believing in yourself.
There's going to be hardship. There's going to be things that are not going to go the way you want. There are going to be people that maybe don't support you that you thought would support you.
Basically, I had people in my family saying I couldn't do my auto mechanics and things like that. And when I wrote it down on paper, it was better because I was like, well, that's only them, it's not me.
Just the way he explained how he had to get used to being himself and where he came from and stuff, it helped me a lot.
Chapter 5. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
And reading him going through all those struggles that he had to go through to be successful in his dreams was, it just gave me a good role model.
I've seen a different level of support that they give each other. The students in the transitions class, they become quite close and quite supportive of each other.
This is our first year running the course, so it was a pilot for us this year, and we've had 2 groups of students now go through it, and both groups of students just felt like this is a transformational type course. It really taught me so much about myself. It prepared me to go on and to be successful.
We use it really to think about deeply think about what our goals are, what we want out of life, more than just, you know, what career we want to have, but how we want to live, and as Wes puts it, what our vision is.
It made me never want to give up. It made me keep putting one step forward and keep pushing and pushing for what I wanted.
Anyone who thinks they can't succeed in a certain trade, career that they want to do throughout their life, they can.
I actually met Maestro towards the end of my finishing school, and he wrote in my binder, like, stick to your vision, whatever, respect, Sean, keep going. And every time I opened my binder, I saw it. And I put the push on, and like that month I graduated, like finished math, finished everything that I really struggled with, and got accepted for post-secondary and carpentry afterwards.
I would recommend this book, but I think that this book will only work if you let it work and if you want it to work.
I've definitely recommended that book to almost everyone I've ever talked to.
Anybody that wants to read the book and take it serious, it will definitely be helpful to them.
So I definitely recommend this book to anybody who thinks they want to give up on their dream. Follow through, do it.
Anything is possible if you believe in yourself. And I really love the message that the book sends. I think it's a good message, not just for my students, but for anyone in life in general.
I know I keep saying it, but it was such a great book, and thank you, Maestro, for that, because it just, no matter how many times I've tried and tried and tried, he did the exact same steps, and he did succeed, and I will too.
It's very encouraging. The whole story is stay on track, you know, no matter what happens. He defines a vision as a forward-moving, motivating intention. And he says no matter what happens, you know, stay true to those visions. Remember where you're trying to go.
Your vision isn't a goal that you set and then you're done. Your vision is this life-breathing thing that you just keep building upon, step after step after step and moment after moment.
Everyone needs to hear these stories, and they're just told so simply, yet they're so powerful.
Stick to your vision, like I have stuck to mine.
Stick to your vision.
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 Stick to your vision. Stick to your vision. The reason most people never reach their goals is that they don't define them or ever seriously consider them as believable or achievable. Winners can tell you where they are going, what they plan to do along the way, and who will be sharing the adventure with them.